Hi everyone, I'm Michael Schneider.
And I'm Emily Longeretta. Welcome to Variety's Awards Circuit, where we're looking at some of the key television categories in this year's primetime Emmy race. This time we're looking at the performers in the comedy field.
Why don't we start with actress?
Alrighty.
Of course, we've got the incumbent winner from last year, Quinta Brunson from Abbott Elementary.
I didn't get in this position by shying away from bold choices. Put me down for the Waldorf salad, extra grapes.
Damn it, Janine, you've done it again.
Among the other frontrunners, we've got Jean Smart from Hacks, who of course is a previous winner. Edebiri from The Bear, who has won at the Globes, and she also won at SAG, so she's a definite contender. Of course, you got Kristen Wiig from Palm Royale. Kristen Wiig, everyone loves Kristen Wiig. Selena Gomez, who has not been nominated yet for Only Murders in the Building, but I feel like maybe this is the year they finally rectify that. There are a lot of other great names out there as well. One that I do want to highlight, just because who doesn't love Maya Rudolph?
I don't have a partner.
Place your hand on each other's hearts.
Oh boy.
TV show called Loot that I don't think as many people have seen on Apple TV Plus, but Maya Rudolph kind of transcends titles.
Yeah, 100%. I hope that Selena Gomez gets in this. I have to say, obviously, like you said, she's never been nominated before, but it would be really nice to see her at least get a nomination.
I can just girl talk.
Can you?
Yeah. You guys okay out here? Hey, mama. Yeah, we're like, yes, at work and slay over here, like.
This is an interesting category because, of course, Jean Smart has won constantly for the first two seasons of Hacks, but there's a little more competition now in a little show called The Bear. And this is a big deal for Edebiri because she was in the supporting actress category. She's upgrading now to lead actress, but that immediately makes her a huge contender.
But that also puts her up against Quinta Brunson, of course, for Abbott Elementary, who won last year and had an incredible season. So this is a really, really tough category.
A lot of winners in this category.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's one to keep an eye on. But then the actor category is also a little interesting.
It's a heavy one, of course. Jeremy Allen White for The Bear, who basically won everything last year for season one.
Right, Emmys, Globes, SAG, the triple threat.
Exactly. Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building. It's Martin Short. Steve Martin, also Only Murders, wasn't nominated
Not
last
nominated
year.
last year, so does he make a return appearance this year?
It's Steve Martin. And of course, Larry David for the last season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Have you noticed that when you take a picture, you don't look nearly as good as you do when you look in the mirror? Because the mirror is how you see yourself, and the photo is how you're seen.
It's the last season, and it's Larry David.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer for Frasier, he could be sneaking back into the conversation. He was once an Emmy person that we were talking about all the time.
Emmy voters, they loved Frasier back in the day,
That's right.
and they could very much love it again.
Absolutely. And the last one I want to mention is Jarrell Jerome for I'm a Virgo, because what a performance. And that's a show that a lot of people maybe haven't watched a ton of, but he's really great. So again, this is such an incredible category, and it's hard to think of Jeremy Allen White being beat out here.
Still, I love the name.
You don't remember the name.
Of course I remember the name.
We didn't even tell anybody
You
the name.
100% told me the name.
How could you remember the name?
There's a lot of strong contenders. Let's head into another unstoppable race.
Supporting actress. Now, I mentioned that Edebiri was previously in the supporting category. She's now moving to lead. She won last year.
Right.
So that means that this category is wide open for a new winner. Now, we've got heavy hitters like Meryl Streep from Only Murders in the Building.
Please don't give up on me. I'm not good at table reads.
Storms coming. Don't take us that for in the rocks.
Meryl Streep is Meryl Streep. It's undoubted that she'll at least be nominated. But again, these are shows with a lot of great supporting talent.
Yeah.
You've got Hannah Einbinder from Hacks, who wasn't eligible last year, but who's now back in the running.
Arguably for her best season.
And then you've got the Abbott Elementary cast, and they're all killer. Janelle James was nominated last year. I expect her to be back. Shirley Ralph, previous winner in this category. I expect her to be back. Now, someone who hasn't been nominated from Abbott, but who is incredible and deserves to be nominated alongside her co-stars is Lisa Ann Walter. Would love to see her in the mix. Now, I'm going to tell you about someone named Carol Burnett.
I've heard a few things about her.
Robert, shake me another martini, and then let's play doctor.
She's in Palm Royale, and she's a superstar, and I would not be surprised to see her nominated.
Yeah.
But that's also a killer category because Allison Janney is also in Palm Royale, and she's another person who Emmy voters have loved through the years.
Maybe the most A-listers, you just listed some huge heavy hitters, could be all nominated for the same category.
Yeah.
I mean, that is quite the race, and that's not even the end of it.
Because we talk about The Bear, just how The Bear is steamrolling through through everything. And there's a good chance that The Bear could just kill it this year with nominations. And if that's the fact, then maybe some of their supporting actors and actresses may also be nominated. That includes Abby Elliott, Liza Colon-Zayas from The Bear. We'll see. Now, the last name that I do want to mention, because it is, again, Curb's final season, Susie Essman, who has never been nominated, but who really is the secret weapon behind Curb Your Enthusiasm. She kills it every time she's in every scene, screaming at Larry David, and would love to see her nominated one last time.
Honestly, most of the Curb cast I would love to see nominated, and I assume we're going to kind of get into that with this next one, because supporting actor, also quite a stacked race. And of course, we have to start with The Bear's Eben Moss-Bachrach, because he won last year. Again, The Bear is Emmy catnip at this moment, as you would say.
Sure says original birth.
Yeah, it's a pretty mistake. Collector's item.
But there's also a lot of people from Abbott Elementary. I mean, we have Tyler James Williams and Chris Perfetti, who could really both get nominated.
Tyler was nominated last year. Chris hasn't been yet, but I do think it's time to show some love for him as well, because he's been standout on that.
Definitely. And then there's also, of course, the rest of the supporting cast of The Bear. I mean, Oliver Platt, Lionel Boyce, Maddie Matheson, the list goes on and on. There's no bad performances on The Bear, so really you could nominate any of them. And then, of course, a few others we need to mention. Paul Rudd. He's Paul Rudd in Only Murders in the Building. And Paul W. Downs, who's also co-creator of Hacks, has a bigger role this year.
Deborah's here.
You're here?
She hired new writers.
You know what? She hired two, which is actually a compliment, isn't it? She had to replace you with two people. Wow.
He could definitely be nominated, as could Carl Clemens Hopkins.
These are shows that are at the top of their game, and we could definitely see many, many more nominations. And that's it for now. Join us again, please, next time for another edition of Awards Circuit.
Thanks for watching.